We doing okay? I think we're doing okay. Hello, everyone. There's no one watching currently, but that is okay. I just want to make sure the stream is working. Let me check, make sure everything's working. Testing, testing, testing. It's just phone showing that the stream is online. So I thought we would remove that. I thought we'd play a little World of Warships this evening. I got nothing much else to do. Yeah. Figured we'd do a little bit of gaming. I got nothing else to do, and the guys are fine. So why not play a little World of Warships? I haven't tested out this ship yet. I haven't tested out Boise yet. I know it's a little different from us playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, but it is something. I am just going to leave my phone hooked up, just so I can see to make sure everything's working. Oh! Holy crap, you guys joined! Okay. Hello, everyone! Glad the volume's okay. Welcome, welcome. I did not expect to see you guys here immediately. Yay! I did not expect to see you all here so freaking quick. Alright. Yes. It's a little low. Turn up my audio. My side. Hopefully the game isn't too loud. You guys can let me know. You guys can let me know. Yes, Texas. The battleship that gangster leaned to hit crowds. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Battle starts.
My stream is a little bit behind on my phone, so it's not quite on time, which is okay. But I'm just keeping an eye on it.
Waiting instructions.
I don't play at this high of a BR, so we're probably gonna get our teeth kicked in, but just gonna let the guns all face forward real quick. We'll take a look. Stream's a little laggy. Maybe shut the internet off, that might help. My phone. Not really. Let me screw around a little bit. Says it's okay. Not sure I believe it, though. Crap. Is it super laggy on y'all's end? Because it's pretty laggy on my end. Wait, is this cruiser actually longer than most battleships in the Navy? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that American heavy cruisers are kind of big. Sinop? What nation is that? What nation gets that battleship? It is laggy. Okay, no, this is not supposed to be red. This is not supposed to be red. That is... I'm assuming what it is that it is a graphical bug, because I have some mods installed just for visual stuff, like my crosshair is a little bit different off of standard, and I've just got some quality of life stuff. Oh, I forgot it. I've got some very specific mods on, so that might be what's causing this, but we'll see. We're gonna try some high explosive first on Pensacola over here. We'll announce our commitment to combat. And that was way behind. Okay, let's try a little bit more forward. That looks better. Alright. This dude looks like he's about to go straight into it. Maybe shooting a little bit more farther forward. It's armor piercing. Okay. Why do these 6-inch guns have such a long reload? It's okay. Oh, okay. That. Nope. Alright. Now I gotta switch to armor piercing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting shot at. Should probably not be exposed to my flank like this, but this dude's just gonna keep driving to the border. I'm okay with it. That was a Citadel pen. You go, stupid. It's longer than most of the standard type battleships that were like 40,000 tons. Good night. I think we're gonna get this Pensacola, but that's gonna be painful. Come on. Hey, we got him. Alright, swap over to high explosive, prepare to fire on Tegathoff. When you say it quickly, it sounds like take it off, but okay. Get me my turrets facing all the same way, thank you. A little bit more forward. I think he saw me.
Our victory is in sight.
Yes, yes, he did. Hard starboard! Well, that worked well. Do we at least get the assist? I don't even get the assist! Oh! Alright. Back to the dock, I suppose. Standards of 580 feet long. Boise is like 600, 610. We could look that up real quick. How long was the Boise class? 600 feet or 183 meters to 608 feet 4 inches, 185.4 meters. Okay. So, yes, you're right. Was over 600 feet. Yeah, the 6-inch gun reload is absolutely slow, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't really play above tier 5. Let's go screw around a bit. But grinding Germany recently, I'm kind of running out of slots. maybe... What am I researching America-wise? What's that doing again? New Mexico... Dallas. I think we got 4,000. New York's got 0. So let's go ahead and play a little bit of Omaha. Let's switch out some of these bonuses. That. That. Demount this. I'll leave this on just to give us a little bit of free XP bonus. Charles Bragg, what can you learn? What's recommended? Focus fire training, damage caused by sector activated, practice yeah, I'll worry about that later. You need your signals. You are not fully upgraded. I'm going to spend a little bit of... Oh, no, you do have your signals back. I'm going to spend a little bit of free XP just to get the 2 hull. What's the difference? Higher hit points, 4 torpedo tubes, 18 mounts, 10 turrets. So more AA mounts and less hit points. Play a little bit of USS Omaha. What do you guys think? Oh, what do you guys think? I do like that I'm finally getting matches at... Like, oh, man, we got up-tiered. It's fine. Yeah, so Neog, those are casemates. Let me... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so these are casemate guns. They're mounted in the armor, and if you look on a lot of American battleships, like the Texas, they're actually sort of... They're not... They're in the hull, but not. This is the best way I can explain it. Forgot! I forgot that mod on. Okay, so, I forgot that I have the mod on where some of the ships... I used to have it on way back in the day when I played World of Warships. But, it's a mod where there's a game, Azure Lane. It's basically all World War II and World War I warships as anime characters. I completely forgot you could set it to where the ship, if it's the same class, it'll be one of the characters. I completely forgot about that. I might turn that off. I completely forgot. This is all my... these are all mods I used to use back in the day when I had my primary account. I forgot what happened to it. More accurately, I forgot the password, but, submarines. Used to have submarines, too. I remember trying those out when they first came out. Shame we don't have a carrier here, because I'd love to see if there's anybody to my left. Okay. That's a high tier ship. That's tier 7. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we just turn this boat around. We turn this boat around right now. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, no, 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 nope. nope, 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 nope. Yes, those are the main guns, part of the hull. Nope, 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 nope. We are noping out of this. We are noping out of this. We got a lot of battleships on us, boys. We got a lot of battleships on us. I don't want none of this. Run for your life! Somewhere around there. Okay, Ismael, how about you get up there and, like, actually fight the battleships like your freaking job is? I wonder if we could snipe this Nuremberg. She's just out of range, but I bet you we might get lucky. There's the Yahagi.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Thank you. Let's see. Let's try to get this. She's going around the back. Okay. I forget how sensitive this scroll wheel is. Neog, no, I know what casemates are, but it was just weird. Those guns are in the main superstructure. Cause wouldn't that rock the whole ship? No, because like a normal turret, they would have a way to keep the ship from, you know... I mean, so... As example, I'm just going to go into free look here, and my mouse scroll is super sensitive. If you were to have the entire battery of, let's say, an Iowa-class battleship, all 9 guns fire at the same time, it moves multiple feet to the side because of how much recoil is on those guns. For guns of this caliber, which I believe is 5-inch... Oh, hey, we killed it. I believe it's 5-inch. Do not quote me on that. It's either 5 or 6-inch for the Pensacola class. It's not going to have that much recoil. Oh, no. Oh, we need to run for our life! Uh-oh. This is why I don't play a high tiers. Just kicked in the groin. Let's see what the sub's doing. Uh-oh. He's taking some hits here. Recognize now. Now I get to... I forgot, again, I forgot I had that mod enabled. I'll leave it on for now. What is this guy's now doing? Yes, we do have a reoccurring problem of getting skadooshed by battleships. What is this guy's now doing? You're a battle cruiser. Effectively, you're a battle cruiser. Go battle. Fight. Win. Glory. You've got the Kaiserliche Marine flag. The flag of the German Empire. Go fight for the Kaiser or something. There we go. You're just sitting there. Are you a coward? There's Nagato firing. I'm gonna have to get a clip of me just yelling at Ganais now, just as a soundbite for a soundboard whenever I get around to making one. Ooh. What is this camouflage? Hold on. What is this camouflage? I like it. That's pretty sick camo right here. I gotta figure out what this is. Hold up. I think we're gonna head back to the... No, we won that battle with the Boise? Ooh, container. Let's go gambling! Okay, chat, I'm gonna let you guys catch up. So I'm gonna let you guys catch up, and I want to know what kind of container we should go for. Now, I always do coal, because I just gamble on other containers, but I'll let you guys choose. Signals. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Bad. That panel? Steel. Yeah. What ship do I want to play? Let's... Let's actually switch gears. Let's switch gears for a minute. And go with a destroyer. Try to go down the submarine grind. Maybe we'll do that next week. I'd like to start doing once-a-week streams, if possible. Up tiered again. Duke of York, Colorado, usual Ranger. I really need to disable that mod. It's fun. It's just weird. Me looking down there. I mean, I've gotten so used to it when I'm playing by myself that I don't even notice it anymore. But then occasionally I look down there and I'm like, oh, that's right. That ship had a character in the game. Okay.
Good luck and fair seas. Good luck, everyone.
So that whistle sounds like a proper steam train whistle. It's all high-pressure marine steam exhaust. I'm gonna run in between these islands, try to sneak around. Try to sneak. We got a USS Ranger. First purpose-built ship from the carrier role for the U.S. Navy. Actually, don't have her model. I've got Lexington, Saratoga, Enterprise, Yorktown, Hornet. I do not have Ranger, and I do not have Langley. Which is on my list. But get away. Go away. Don't you dare. Frick me. Nope, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off. Piss off, 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 piss off. Go away. Go away, 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 go away. I've got more anti-aircraft guns than you could possibly imagine on this thing. I strapped a Springfield rifle to it and called it an anti-aircraft gun. Piss off! And there's another soundbite.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Oh, hey! I wonder if I can get the drop on this Congo. Is chat still working? Please don't see me, 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 please don't see me. Ah, he saw me!
Generator started.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Japanese battleships.
Screen set.
Shh.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Going hunting. See, I normally don't play destroyers like this. I just kind of drive it. Go away, 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 go away. Thank you. If we can get the drop on them and they don't see us first, you don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. I do not exist. I am but a figment of your imagination. And these high explosive shells are definitely not real. They're just in your mind. Wait. Hold on, that's really close for Ryujo. I wonder. First, let's see if we can get the drop on this Farragut. See if we can get the drop on this dude. Stupid! Look where you're driving! I wonder if we can find the aircraft carrier. Because I bet you if we find him, we can get him. Like, legitimately, this destroyer has no idea we're over here. Let's see, 11.3 kilometers, so... Let's assume... There.
Autopilot mode enabled.
No, I did not say autopilot mode
Autopilot
enabled.
mode disabled.
Alright, let's see. Sugar!
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Piss off! Piss off! Go away!
Our victory is in sight.
So that's one of the features, like, if War Thunder added, and I play a lot of War Thunder with my friends. If War Thunder would just add... Oh, there it is.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on
There you
full
are.
alert.
I see you. If War Thunder would add the ship horns, I would play. But I wish they would also have, like, customizable ship horns, where I could just make it sound like an audio mod for World of Warships, where I can just put on a Nathan 6 chime, like off of a New York Central Hudson class. There you are. Straight ahead over there. Where's your flight deck? There you are. I wish this thing had an engine boost. Oh, sugar. No, 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 no. Screw you. I will strap Thompsons to the hull of this thing and call it an anti-aircraft gun. Do not test me. He's gonna try to torpedo me!
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Get shot at!
Fire on the enemy warship.
You're shooting at me! You want to torpedo me? I'll torpedo you back, stupid! I got more torpedoes than you do! It's got guns! Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away! Please go away! Oh, no. Great, I can only head straight. Well, screw you! And the neck you rode in on. You're dead.
We sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
You're dead. Alright, maybe I need to put that, scout from Team Fortress 2 voice line of, him saying, "Bat, time's up, you're dead." Take you out too! Don't think I'm afraid to fight you! Hey, we actually survived something! Okay. Hey, we got a task done. And enough XP to apparently get another container. Ooh, an efficiency badge. Let's see. Omaha, destroyed by main battery, Strasbourg. Okay. Efficiency badge. That's nice. Oh, we got a new level in the event pass. Hold on a second here. Let me test something. I'm gonna mute for a minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna let you guys watch, I'm gonna let you guys watch me open crates. I'm gonna mute for a moment. Cause I gotta... Yeah, that carrier did suck. I'm gonna mute so I can help somebody, find something. I will be back, momentarily. If I can find the mute button. It'll be another minute, guys. While I'm waiting, what kind of container should we open? What kind of container? You guys let me know in chat. Okay. I think... Is my audio back on, everybody? What about I try my luck? You know what? Gambling time. We're gonna... Oh! Wah, wah. Small container. I mean... I think India Delta gives us a bonus, right? Okay. Alright, perfect. So hello everybody who's just joining. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. We're gonna go ahead and collect these campaign rewards just real quick. What is this one? I guess we'll play Battleship next. Let's go back to 5 Epics of the Navy and pick another task. This one, I guess it's Battleship related. We can do that. Okay. So, New York. Do you fulfill all the requirements? You do. We'll try New York first. If we keep getting our face kicked in, we will sorry, trying to write something out. So, yeah, if it doesn't work, we will go to, we'll go over to Nassau and do some more German battleships. haven't played a lot with the new European battleships, so if you guys aren't aware, or you don't play World of Warships regularly, I only got recently back into it. Teget Thoth is a series of Austro-Hungarian dreadnoughts. This is European battleships. They're the new expansion over here in the... Good lord, what is all this? Collections. Those are the events. But those are the new European battleships. I haven't played them enough to get a good sense of them. Teget Thoth, her artillery is okay. 305 millimeters is always going to do a lot of damage. 150 millimeters is always going to do damage. It's a pretty cool thing to realize that the Austro-Hungarians had triple main battery turrets, because at the time, as I've discussed previously in my Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts videos, it was rare to see triple turrets, especially early on in the Dreadnought phase. So to have this, and Austria-Hungary, which is not known for having a navy, is... it's surprising that they went for the triple turret design. They are very short-barreled, though, which is, I guess, what they just designed. But again, I haven't played these enough to get a good sense of them, so I think we're going to play USS New York. I do have some family from New York watching, I believe, so... Hello? Love you guys. I miss y'all. I know you're watching. Love and miss y'all. Hope we get to see you again soon. But yes. I will say, I don't know if I mentioned this. So funny story actually related to up north in general. I was visiting family up in the Northeast over Christmas. And being the one guy in the family who's really kind of fine with being out in the snow. I got up-tiered again. Great. Being the one guy, you know, in the family who's really okay with going out in the snow, shoveling snow and stuff, I kind of just volunteered to shovel the back patio at my grandmother's and do the car. I didn't mind it. My mom's up that general direction, right? Visiting with family, and I'm talking with her about a week ago. And mind you, that particular week it had gotten pretty cold down here where I live. I mean, it wasn't like Midwest cold, it wasn't like Buffalo, New York cold, it wasn't Alaska cold, but it's pretty chilly for here in the Southeast. And, you know, I'd asked my mother, hey, how's the weather up there? She's like, well, you know, it's really, really cold this morning. It was like 16 degrees outside that morning. And mind you, when we were up there, it was in the 20s most of the time. So it's even colder than we were up there. And so, she says to me, you know, the thing I miss about having you up here, not just because I miss you, is you were willing to go outside and shovel the sidewalk and brush the car off. So that was funny, and that got a few chuckles from my coworkers. So, hi Mom, love you Mom, just in case you're watching. Hi, love you. Yes, the dog got taken care of. I think we're going to go ahead and try to follow Poltava over here. And we're going to stay farther back because we are not... Poltava is a Tier 7 battleship. We are a Tier 5. They have a Queen Elizabeth? We're in trouble. Let's see. So we got a Farragut destroyer there. So let's see. I wonder if I can sink this. See if I can sink this shot. Come on. Oh, might get one. I did. Lucky shot. Poltava got it. Got the credit. Hey, Poltava, I don't know if you know this, but you gotta turn around islands. Alright? Let's see. Ships? Coyotes. Okay, the flag tells me European. But what nation? Yes, I can hear the alarm. I am steering clear of the terrain. I know what I am doing. Most of the time. Allegedly. Let's try that. That's a little bit too far forward. Okay. Let's try this, but I think he's going to move out of range. Poltava just sinking shots. Hey, buddy, watch where you're driving. Sailing, rather. I think I'm going to take that shot. I think we're going to wait. That is an issue, though. Queen Elizabeth's got 15-inch guns. Try to shoot there, see if that does anything. New York... She's only got 12s. Is an issue, right? Okay. No, no, no. I did not like. Oh, uh-oh. 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 They found me. Let's shoot at that cruiser. Maybe I can hit it. Come on. Oh, I got hit. Okay. Ugh. I still got to get used to the sensitivity of this mouse. It's still throwing me off. Yes. I see the battleship. Oh! That was a Citadel hit. That is not ideal. I can't... I won't be able to pin the armor of the Colorado, I don't think. Just fire high explosive in that general direction. Maybe we can do something about it, but... frankly, we're outgunned here. I mean, for the time, New York was okay, but... Turn to port. Uh-oh. We're getting... Alright, we have Scharnhorst, who should theoretically help take some of the pressure off of us. Because she's a higher tier battleship than, let's see. Queen Elizabeth is moving in closer. It looks like she sees Scharnhorst as the bigger threat. So for those of you guys who are watching my Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought series, you'll know that we had a problem last couple episodes with cruisers not prioritizing targets. So if you were an admiral, So if you were a captain, right, which presents the bigger threat to you? It's whatever ship's the closest, and right now for Queen Elizabeth, it's the destroyer Minsk right here. Can't. Problem is that we don't have a lot of room to maneuver, so I'm going to move the guns to the starboard side. Oh! Well then! That ended well. Well, back to the drawing board. Okay. So maybe we don't do tier 5 for a minute. Tell you what do you guys feel about doing a little bit of carrier action, huh? Play around with USS Langley? What do you guys think? I think it sounds like a fun idea. You get a model kit of the USS Iowa. What do you guys think? Do a little bit of airstrikes? I think airstrikes would be fun. Unfortunately for me, on my end, chat is very behind. I think we're going to do a little bit of carrier action. Again, chat might be behind, guys, but I'm still keeping an eye on it. So you guys can feel free to ask questions. And even submit, you know what, actually, those of you who are subscribers watching, I want your opinion on some games that could possibly be the 100 subscriber special. Because already we're at 117, which is ridiculous. We just hit 100, what, last month? And we're already, we are already at, let me actually check that. I can check that. 2 weeks ago, we hit 100 subscribers, so I still haven't made a final decision on what the 100 subscriber special should be, but if you guys have any suggestions, I would love to hear. This is a bad map for a carrier.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Oh. So I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Feel free to chat, ask questions, give your thoughts. How late I'm going to keep this stream going, but let's see. Try to see if I can spot a couple of destroyers we can go bully. Take a sip of water while I'm flying over this mountain. Stream seems to have stabilized more or less by now, which is a welcome sign. Well, that's a battleship. Oh, it's just us and another carrier. Ooh. It's the problem with lower tiers. You basically only get you basically really only get AI. Oh, that ship. I say the stream seems to have stabilized. I might take that back. Everything working okay? Seems to be working okay. So we know where the other carrier is. We could go straight at him. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to bully the AI ships by...
Approaching target.
Come on. I used to play carriers a lot back in the day when I used to play a lot more. And again, I always had this tendency to aim towards the rear. And the reason I often did that is I used to bully destroyers a lot, believe it or not. And, the fastest way to bully a destroyer main is to simply get rid of their rudder. Like so.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Let's go bully him. Kuma. In fact. If you're just joining us, welcome. Again. Oh, Neog's back. Welcome back. Again, if you're joining us, welcome. I play Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and a couple of other games, and am a semi-decent gamer. Ooh! Could have gone a little bit better, but we were kind of approaching from back angle. Neog, you didn't miss too much. Again, I'll upload the stream as a VOD.
The enemy team is taking the lead.
Oh! Double hit! I'm gonna land this SBU Corsair. I'm gonna launch torpedo bombers. Yeah, you didn't miss too much. If you're coming back in or just joining, we've just been kind of playing.
Waypoint reached.
Nothing too much going on. Just kind of hanging out. Try to see if we can get this Italian cruiser. I gotta start practicing how to play carriers again. I used to love... I had USS Ranger on my old account. I remember playing USS Ranger a lot. If I get a premium this year, it might be USS Enterprise. Because those of you who did not watch War in the Pacific, or the Pacific Fleet color on the History Channel, or American military history, you missed out. Come on. Air brake, air brake, air brake. That'll hit. No, why are you backing up? Okay. Other than Langley's still alive, I have no idea where he is. Okay, I have a rough idea where he is. But the AI has decided that it's just going to fly out in the middle of nowhere. We're going to have to attack with a bunch of SBU Corsairs. I'm just praying that this Langley doesn't figure out where I am. Because I don't have an AA screen in front of me. Hello! Your soul is forfeit. You're joking.
Engaging enemy.
Got him!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
I'm so good at this game. Imagine being a pilot in like the 20s, or like late 20s, early 30s, right? And they say, okay, so not only do you have this very, very flimsy plane flying, we're gonna strap an explosive underneath it, right? That probably weighs more than the aircraft, and you're gonna go sink a ship with it. Although, frankly, that's pretty much exactly what what's his name? Doolittle? I think it was Doolittle said, back like after World War I with the Ostfriesland. They should add paddle boat carriers. Oh, okay, so Neog, thank you for bringing that up. So if you didn't know, Drachnefeld talks about it in his 5-minute guides. During World War II, the United States did not have enough carriers to train people. So their solution was the Great Lakes. And it sounds like an odd solution. But, here's the thing. They had ships that were long enough to act as a carrier. You just had to convert them from being a passenger paddle boat to a carrier. And 2 of them, can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was Wolverine, was the one that elder President Bush trained on. Passed his carrier landing training on. They still pull aircraft wrecks from World War II out of Lake Michigan from when they were teaching pilots how to do carrier landings. I'm not even going to get the kill for that. You're joking. Anyway, go to the C point, go to the D point if we make it that long. I think if they capture B, it's over. But yeah, so there were 2. I want to say one was named Wolverine. And they were paddle boats. They were like actual like paddle boats. That, that were just given a flat top deck and just, they just told pilots, okay, this is what you're taking off of now. But the problem was, for pilots adjusting to actually flying on a carrier, was that they were like only 16 feet above the waterline. So take a look here at USS Langley, right? You know, there's plenty of space. Like 16 feet is like this. Like this deck right here, it's like 16 feet above the water. To be fair, didn't all... Hold on a second. To be fair, didn't all pre-boarded carriers just hulls with a box on top of it? Okay, yes, you bring up a good point, but you have to understand, this is a paddle steamer. They had giant paddle wheels on the side. Under no circumstances should that have been a carrier. But it was. And Elder President Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush, trained Sable and Wolverine J.P. Pauly. Thank you! I couldn't remember the other name. We're going to go ahead and try Tier 5 again. I want to get this campaign mission done. Yes. So, Elder President Bush qualified for his carrier landings on one of the two. I want to say it was Wolverine. I could be wrong. And it was just this... It was just a solution because, guess what? The airfield in Chicago was big enough where they could launch planes out of Chicago, out of the airports in Chicago, where I believe Chicago Midway is? Someone can correct me on that in the chat. I believe it was Chicago Midway. They would take off and land on the carrier deck. They did have to break him out of the ice, though. Go watch Drachnafel's video on it. It's really interesting. But, yeah, imagine, you know, it's 1940s. You're H.W. Bush, right? And they say, okay, we're shipping you up to Illinois.
General quarters.
We're shipping you up to, like, Chicago. And you're gonna get in a plane. And you're gonna land on the Great Lakes to qualify for your carrier landing. Yes, we know we're deploying you to the Pacific. Don't worry about it. To be a fly on that wall, like, I wish... If anybody knows he's got a quote about trying to land on those things, I would love to hear it. Alright, sounds good, JP. In chat, I am reading messages, so if you guys send them, you guys send messages in chat, I am going to try to respond to them in a timely fashion. Just going to kind of mosey along here. Okay, this is more reasonable. Yeah, so the thing about the European battleships is because most of them are early access, you can keep them after. So everyone's just playing them because they're free and you can get additions to them. But yeah, it's a weird thing. Like, the Great Lakes are already a strange place anyway, but imagine just showing up on a carrier, right? Hey man, where'd you qualify for your carrier landing? I did it on the Great Lakes. There ain't no carriers on the Great Lakes. Navy built one. Although, to be fair, we built, like... we just kind of built stuff. Like, here's a destroyer we slapped together. This is going into combat. Neog, what's y'all's favorite looking battleship battlecruiser? So, I have a soft spot for the Florida class, being from the state, living in the state. I have a soft spot for it. I think if I had to pick a favorite looking, It's a tricky question. You're getting drone striked, moron. Hey, look at that transport. Or that's now a carrier. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like, legitimately what happened. We just said, okay, here's a coal transport. This is a carrier now. Welcome to the service, USS Langley. That is high explosive. She's got more HP than us. Congo's a battlecruiser. Oh. American steel, stupid. Deflected. Neog, Scharnhorst, and HMS Vanguard. HMS Vanguard is a very interesting design, and I'm always gonna have a soft spot for British capital ships. They just look like a capital ship. Like, honestly, when you think of a capital ship, alright, I'm talking full 9 yards. You know, the world, we need destroyers. Yeah, basically the United States just took a bunch of things, slapped it together, called it Ice Cream Barge number 8685107, and said, here's 8,000 Marines with no fear of death, and here's a destroyer we built 10 seconds ago. That was the Navy during World War II, but Vanguard is an interesting design, and again, as I was saying, I always have a soft spot for British battleships, because they just kind of, they have a certain visual appeal to it. New York looks like a floating city. Texas looks like a floating city. I will always hate the United States cage masts. I never understood why. Now, I believe I talked about it in the American campaign, but the, oh, your soul is forfeit! Mainly because I should angle my armor. Angle. I'm so injured. It just looks the part. The Japanese battlecruisers with the pagoda towers look cool. I've always thought the super tall towers with all the different decks and stuff on them look cool. But I will always like the North Carolinas. I think they're one of my favorite designs. Second only to maybe... Oh, you want to do this? Okay, we'll do this. We'll play this game. I understand, I'm broadside to you, which is an issue for me, but...
Problem solved, sir. The enemy team is taking the lead.
Oh, boo! Wow, okay, survives with 4,000 HP. Alright. Neog! World War I British capital ship tripod mast. The tripod mast, much like USS New York here, the tripod mast just had a look to it. Let's actually look at one. Let me pick out a British battleship. This. See, they just kind of have a look to them, where it's like, yeah, that's a battleship. You know. I mean, the United States has that look too, but I'll always, you know, King George, Prince of Wales, those look good. Queen Elizabeth, I've got a soft spot for. The Revenge class, if I had to pick like a British Super Dreadnought class as my favorite, it'd be the Revenge class, hands down. I don't know if World of Warships has one, which would be a shame. They do not. So, the Revenge class, one of the reasons I have a soft spot for it is I have a book over here with, on my bookshelf, sitting right here, and I will recommend it. It's called The Royal Oak Disaster. It's written by Gerald S. Snyder. published by Presidio Press, and it's called the first complete account of the most controversial tragedy in the Royal Navy's history, the Scapa Flow raid of U-47. Now, this was published in 1976, so the only place I think you can get it is at a library, but I have a copy that I bought at a library book sale. And the raid by U-47 into Scapa Flow, what was supposed to be the most heavily protected anchorage in the British Empire, to sink a Revenge-class battleship, showed that the British were not, in fact, ready as much as they thought they were. That the Royal Navy was not ready in any sort of sense for the submarine war that was about to begin. And I think that set off a lot of red flags. It gave men like Churchill, because this is in 19... This is the 14th of October, 1939. This is barely a month, this is just over a month into the war, and one of the biggest capital ships in the British arsenal was just sunk in their most heavily defended anchorage. I know I'm ranting here, but give me a second. Yeah, 1939. I know I'm ranting here, but now I'm on the path. This is what you get if you subscribe to the channel. Congratulations. I rant about things like this, but it showed the British Navy that their anchorages were penetrable and their ships were in danger. And it gave a lot of power to the guys who'd been telling the Royal Navy, you need more destroyers. And it's one of those, it's actually kind of one of the reasons why the British were so desperate, even for our our World War I stock destroyers that we'd had sitting in the mothball fleet, because they couldn't deal with the submarines. They didn't have enough escorts to deal with the submarine threat. And I think, to this day, one of the reasons I love the Revenge class is it's such a wildly different story of success across the class. Royal Sovereign was loaned to the Soviets and they returned in such poor condition. The British were like, what the heck? Revenge served. But as for American battleships, I think if I had to pick an American battleship class I'm very fond of, obvious answer, everyone would be like the Iowa. I'm more partial to the Carolinas, because they're a lot smaller. You have a ship with 16-inch guns, I believe, right? 406mm is 16-inch, right? Let me double check. Where's my calculator? Length. 60. Yeah, 406mm. This battleship, alright, USS North Carolina, is a very small battleship compared to the Iowa class, compared to even the Revenge class. And you gave it the firepower of the Iowa class. Because the Iowa class is a bit bigger. So, make of that what you will. But I will always be partial to, like I said earlier, I'll be partial to the early. So, Washington or sinking of the Kirishima, was it? Yes, I believe it was Kirishima. JP, the theory on Cage Mask was literally the shells could pass through without damage, and if it did hit, it would only damage what piece that was hit. So yeah, I know I talked about it in the American campaign, but the Cage Masks, let me see if I can get... Can I preview this? No. South Carolina. Okay, so this is a Cage Mast. Me? Rant? Never. No! It's not like you've been subscribed to my channel for a while. Okay, so the Cage Masts. Great idea! You got an interior ladder system, which you cannot see from this angle. No, wait, I take that back. There it is. You have a ladder system inside the cage mast. And the cage mast is a good design, is a good idea in theory. Because let's go from the South Carolina to the Wyoming. You gotta armor all this. A lot of armor here. South Carolina, on the other hand, you don't gotta armor all this. You armor this a little bit. You armor this a lot. But you don't armor this. The problem with the cage masts is because it's a cage, it fell over in the wind. Like, they sailed through storms and stuff, and these things would just collapse. And the Navy threw... Yeah, it just didn't work. The idea was sound. The idea was sound, much like having an aircraft, like, let's just take an aircraft, like the Sopwith Camel did not have a fuel tanks in its wings, like a lot of other aircraft that would come later on did. You could shoot right through the canvas, wouldn't do that much damage. It's kind of the point. But the cage mast, it's a great idea in theory. In practice, these things fell over. Constantly. Anytime they went through a storm, the cage mast would be damaged, there'd be parts of it missing, it would be mangled, it looked like someone had, like, let Hulk loose in there. Like, it's not good in theory, not in practice. It sounds good. Like the idea of saying, okay, let's make a tower where we only have to armor... I don't even know if this was armored. It was probably, like, very lightly armored, because this all just looks like canvas. I think it might be, like, shell with canvas around it, but let's assume that there's steel under there, right? We'll call it 2 inches. Call it 2 inches of steel on the top. Or at least in this part, right here. This is 2 inches. Alright, you armor this part, and this part. Everything else up here doesn't need to be armored. Cost saving. Over this. It's a lot of armor. Practical terms? Not the best idea. Under any stretch of the imagination. Sometimes you just gotta armor things up. Okay? A windshield on a car is designed to resist a certain amount of force. Okay? Sometimes, when you're looking through the windshield of your battleship, which is your tower... Why are we at tier 6? Well... we might be okay. That scares me, though. I forgot I had the mana. That's just gonna be like a little gag at this point. Why is the anime mod on? I don't know. I'm half asleep. I still have homework to do. Quite frankly, I don't care to take the time to turn it off. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna do it. But then again, back on the cage masts.
Awaiting instructions.
Nothing boogies like a Congo. JP, Sopwith Camel had so much engine torque up turned right turtle left in the hands of a skill pilot was great. So actually, the Corsair. So the Vought F4U Corsair had so much torque in the engine. It would also do a similar thing. It would also just... But yeah, what was I saying? Quick, somebody tell me what I was saying. I forgot. Oh, right, the Corsair. Okay, yeah. So, if you were an inexperienced pilot, you had to have a lot of experience on... Oh, no. Ballistan! Sorry. Ooh, we're gonna get hit. Ooh, we're gonna get hit. We are not the okay. We are going to die. We are going to die so hard. And nice making it like 20 seconds of this match. Well, that lasted all of 10 seconds. Back to the menu! Whee! Neog, I do not know what I did. I'm gonna be real with you. I think I just presented myself as a target. Really need to get these campaign missions done. Just try to knock them out. Bad things, apparently, yes. But yeah, the Corsair. I love the Corsair. It's my favorite, it's one of my favorite aircraft. Probably number 1 or 2 on the list. The Corsair had so much power, they had to tell the pilots, this is not an F4F Wildcat. This thing has a lot of power. Do not think you can fly this like an F4F Wildcat. Now, I believe it was the Corsair. Let me double check that before I continue. Okay, so it's called the torque roll. Let me look at it here. So the Corsair, this is the summary it's given me. So the Pratt & Whitney R2800 engine, that's the Twin Wasp, I believe, which would cause the aircraft to roll to the left during takeoff. So the Sopwith Camel had the same issue. This is 30 years after the Sopwith Camel, give or take, okay, that this aircraft is designed. It had so much torque in the engine, all right? The Pratt & Whitney R2800 had so much torque, it would cause the airplane to flip if you weren't an experienced enough pilot. So, yeah. The Corsair has... oh, we're actually at a balanced BR. For battle rating. But, yeah, so... Corsair... Yeah, a lot of power. Okay. Let me scroll back to chat. Neog, this might be crazy, but even though I love the look of the Bismarcks, they're already outdated at launch. Fight me, South Dakotas and North Carolina would have mopped the floor with them. I think a fight between Bismarck... I think Bismarck gets a lot of credit. Maybe not credit. I think Bismarck gets a lot more... I don't want to say affection. I think it's more idolized as a warship because it represented the battleship class of Nazi Germany. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube anymore, but I'm talking historical. This is educational purposes only. Educational and entertainment purposes only. But the problem with the Bismarck class is that it had a lucky break with Hood. You know, Hood's magazine detonated. It was a hit, magazine detonated. That's what sunk Hood. So, I think Bismarck just gets a lot more media fame because it's the Bismarck. Sabaton, I can hear you playing Bismarck over in the corner, okay? I can hear it. Alright. Everyone wants to play the Bismarck. Everyone wants to change the story of the Bismarck. I think, personally, this is my opinion, the Bismarck was on semi-even footing with the U.S. battleships at the time. Maybe less. At the same period of the war. And the reason I qualify that is because as you move further in the war, you get a lot more experience, alright? Sit it up, Ben. Yay! Like, you had, Willis Lee, Admiral Willis Lee, who is a hero of mine, and who I admire dearly, and I wish I could get a standalone biography of. I only have a... Ow! Piss off. Okay, you need to die, like, now. What was I saying? Right, Willis Lee. You had guys like him commanding battleships, and I think he probably could have mopped the floor with the Bismarck. I just... Straight up. Willis Lee, USS Washington, would have just punched Bismarck in the mouth. Not just because she had bigger guns, but just because Willis Lee was the better commander. And I don't know. Maybe I've got some beef against the Bismarck because she takes away attention from a lot of other ships that are interesting of the same time period. One that's brought to mind is the old pre-dreadnoughts. Ow! That were still in the old dreadnoughts and pre-dreadnoughts that were still in service at the beginning of the war. So if you guys didn't know this, Germany at the beginning of the war had some dreadnought battleships, one of which was Schleswig-Holstein. And you can find combat footage of her, actually, during the first days of World War II. Uh-oh. Oh. You can actually find footage of her during the first days of the invasion of Poland, World War II, where she's firing her guns on Polish positions. So, it's interesting because you don't think about it, right? You hear about Bismarck, Tirpitz, and, you know, the hunt for Gneisenau and Scharnhorst. You hear about, frickin' Graf Spee. Never hear about Schleswig-Holstein, Ostfriesland. I don't know if it was Ostfriesland, it was something. You never hear about the German dreadnoughts that were still in service at the start of the Second World War. Outdated, out of class, but they were still, you know, proving themselves as effectively shore batteries for the German Wehrmacht as they marched along the coast of Poland. Washington will pull a Bismarck on the Bismarck, where Bismarck was prone to plunging at foot. Yeah, but the differences between Hood and Bismarck. Hood is a battlecruiser. Battlecruisers don't have the same armor scheme. Okay, they have the same armor scheme. They don't have the same level of protection. And like it's hard for us to think of Hood as a battlecruiser, but she was. She's an Admiral class. Is it Admiral class? No. Hood was her own thing. She was her own battlecruiser. And the problem with a battlecruiser is that, by definition, by the straight dictionary definition, she does not have the same armor that a battleship does. But that's by design. She's not really supposed to be taking on her peers. Like, she's supposed to be able to handle her peers. But she's not exactly designed to go toe-to-toe with a Yamato. You know, Bismarck had 14 or 15-inch guns, I can't remember offhand. So, plunging fire on a thin deck, on an already thinly armored ship, comparatively. You know, Bismarck was a battleship. She had battleship armor. Really? Did all of those miss? What was I saying? She's a battle cruiser. Cruisers do not have the same level of armor protection. Alright, that's basically what I'm getting at. Neog 15s, thank you. So she had the same caliber of guns as the British Revenge class and the Queen Elizabeths. But why was it that... My god, just land a hit, man. But when you design a battlecruiser, like if you guys watch my campaign, you know, when you design a battlecruiser, she doesn't have the same armor scheme. That's by design. She's supposed to be faster. Her speed's supposed to be her saving grace. Battleships are slower by definition, so there's trade-offs. Please land the hit. Come on. Thank God. Let's see if I can fire on the distance here. And so I think comparing the two ships, Bismarck and Hood, isn't a fair comparison because they have vastly different roles just based on their design. But that's me. That's just me giving my opinion. That's my 2 cents. Don't really give Woos enough too, so I'm gonna try to see if I can spook her. There you are.
All stations, reporting the position of strategic target.
We're lagging pretty bad. I believe there was a story where Vanguard was called a fully armored battlecruiser. I mean, there's an argument to be made. There's an argument that I could see being made that the fast battleship class, this is of the United States Navy, were effectively just battlecruisers at that rate. And I am open to that argument. Because the United States never had a battlecruiser class besides the Lexingtons. And the Lexingtons never entered service as battlecruisers; they entered as carriers. Because we'd already built them, and we complained so much at the London and Washington naval treaties. We're like, we're not deconstructing these brand new ships we're building. They're already mostly done. The keel is laid. We want aircraft carriers. Everyone just kind of had to put up with it. Let's see. I will burn you apart. Let me see if I can get around her. I'm gonna trust she fires armor piercing, which she does, and I just Oh my god. Oh! Oh, get bent.
Enemy battleship sunk. Ship is on fire. Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
Come on. Give me a gun. Give me a gun. Give me a gun. You're joking.
Astern.
Is my stream frozen? Oof, it lagged bad. Oh, that's not a good sign. What's going on here? Nope. Are we back? Is everything okay? A lag bomb, yeah. Okay, let me try something real quick. I'm gonna exit to the menu. I think I'm just gonna restart World of Warships real quick. Hold on. Let me get into the menu, see if the chat. Let me see if everything will catch up. Good night, lag bomb. Jesus. It looks like people are getting kicked from chat too. Are we okay? Are we okay? Let's check and see if it'll stabilize. Oh, okay, you hear me? Alright, I'm gonna... I'm just gonna give the stream a minute. Try to see if it's my internet. Try to see what's going on here. I think we lost some people. I think we lost people. Okay, we did lose some people. Let me... Um... Let me ping... Let me ping him, see if it works. Oh, chat works. 3.2% drop frames. Alright, we're gonna test something. I'm just gonna very slowly spin the battleship around. Nice and slow. We're just gonna spin it around. Nice and slow. Slowly and carefully spinning it around. Are we okay? Is it stable? Are we good? Has the game decided I'm allowed to stream again? Are we going to be okay? Is this going to be an issue? I think we're stable? Questionably? I have to go. When do you think I'll stream? JP, I have to go. When do you think I'll stream UAD next? I don't think I'm gonna stream UAD. I don't think it's a game you can stream. I might do like custom battles with the community. I'll try to find a date where I can sit down here at home and look at the ship designs and maybe just do custom battles with your guys' input. But next stream will probably just be World of Warships, unless I decide to do World of, or not World of, War Thunder. I might do War Thunder with some friends of mine. Soon-ish. I haven't made a decision yet. Again, I'm still trying to think about stuff for, oh, I got a shipbuilding phase. Okay. That is the wrong campaign. Just random task. I don't think soon-ish, maybe. Again, still have not made a decision on 100 subscribers special. So I am leaning towards a couple of options, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit later down the line, out of just because I still haven't picked a game yet, and I've been so busy with, excuse me, school and work. It's kind of hard for me to find time to record videos and streams. But, JP, are you still in the chat? I'll give him a second to respond if he's in the chat. If not, I'll just type to him. JP, you with us? I don't know if you heard what I said. I wish you could see who's in the chat. Make this whole operation easier. Oh, Tex of the Black Pants Legion and Bob the Orc both stream. I don't know how many of your peeps would enjoy it, but it does work. Okay, yeah, I mean, I could try to stream it. We'll see. But I think if I stream games, it'll probably be games like World of Warships where I can kind of talk in game. I might do a live campaign of World of Warships, or Ultimate Alpha Dreadnoughts. I did consider Battlefleet Gothic as an idea to do like Warhammer, because I think I could do a fun play on that, but we will have to see. Again, not 100% sure. Still have made the decisions. But yeah, I might stream it in the future. But next stream will probably be World of Warships unless I announce differently. And I'll try to put out a an announcement video beforehand, probably a little bit less soon than like 15 minutes or less than that. But uh, you know, it is streaming to YouTube, but why is it saying I am not live in YouTube Studio? Why you do this to me? Yeah, so Warhammer 40K. Battlefleet Gothic is Warhammer 40K. Um, Again, I haven't decided, so we will see. But you know, here, there, doesn't matter. I've got some other ideas. I pitched an idea to a buddy of mine at work. Just as a funny gimmick, is to put the guy notoriously bad in games like Siege to play a game that heavily relies on movement mechanics by playing Toho Project on stream for the 100 subscriber special, so you guys could just listen to me screech in terror. Might be an option. Some of those games aren't available on Steam. Campaign missions do we have left for Battleship? 7 million HP damage, 15 fire weapons. I think we'll do what? It's almost 11:30. I think we'll do one more match and then we'll call it a night. It's just over a 2-hour stream. You guys want to stick it out with me just for a little bit longer? I would like, I mean, if you guys have suggestions for games, that would be lovely. A campaign I want to do, if I get the time for it, and the patience, is I would love to play, if I get a mod pack to work and have the patience to sit down, Warhammer the game or Warhammer 40K. Not Warhammer as in Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but Warhammer 40K. The game is called Warhammer 40K Battlefleet Gothic. From the depths if I want to torture myself. So, Neog, I have a laptop. It's a nice laptop. AMD Ryzen 9HX processor with a NVIDIA GeForce 5060 RTX in it. I'm trying not to burn the house down. Okay? Like, burning things most times can be fun. Burning my place of residence is not a good idea. I mean, if I wanted to torture my internet, if I wanted to torture every power cable in my room, yeah, I could play From the Depths. But, yeah, Mini Nuke is right. Hey, you're our little destroyer, get moving. But, yeah, I mean, other games I can play just fine. Like, so my old computer, I complained about this a lot for the longest time. It's one of the reasons why I didn't... So if you guys have been watching from the beginning of the Royal Navy campaign, hello if you're just joining us, I saw the chat, viewers go up, welcome. This is going to be the last match of the night, but stick around. You guys like the channel, hit subscribe, all that stuff, do the YouTube thing. I play a lot of naval games so far. But as I was saying, my old computer, where I recorded the first 2 seasons of Ultimate Apple Dreadnoughts on, the American Fleet campaign and the Rising Sun campaign, that laptop, the reason I had so many issues with the recording software was because it couldn't process everything. The computer physically... That is scary. I just saw Dunkirk over there. So how about... No. Yeah, okay. You, Italian battleship. You... Oh, that's... Frick me. We might be okay. We can take on the Oklahoma. I'm not going to fight frickin' Dunkirk. Yeah, so it couldn't process the game and the recording software at the same time. This computer... Not sure what this is. Grumpy Gruntpa did a UH stream. JP Grumpy Gruntpa did a 24-hour UAD stream once. It was epic. If I had the time to do 24-hour streams, I would do one. But I will be honest with you all. After I turned 18, I think it was like 18 or 19, I can't remember what it was. I used to be able to do all-nighters. And then for just some reason, after I stopped being a teenager, I just hit a wall. And anytime I tried to do a 24-hour anything, I just feel awful for days. Like, not even the normal, oh, I stayed up for 24 hours. It was just, physically, I can't move because I have no energy. And I already drink copious amounts of coffee. So, not anymore. I'm old now. Not comparatively that old. I get some of you all complaining that I call myself old when in my 20s, but oh well. If I did a 24-hour stream, it'd probably be not UAD. If I did, it would be like a whole campaign. Like, we just do it on stream, which sounds cool in theory. Could be an idea, but that would be like 1,000 subscribers. It'd be like 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna get monetization, we've got an ad. I think you're an... no. Neog, you could be quiet, buddy. You could be quiet. So, I'm at work one day, and I'm trying to explain to people who were born after me what the early 2000s internet was like. And trying to explain that is like trying to explain what the History Channel used to be to people born after 2007, or trying to explain what life was like before smartphones. Like, I remember when the iPhone came out. I remember people buying the iPhone in 2007. Heck, I remember the 2008 National Championship game, BCS, between the University of Florida and University of Oklahoma. I watched that game with my dad. Well, I'm easy double. Yeah, JP, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so because I remember all that stuff from the early 2000s, it's hard to explain to them that. They're like, bro, you're an unk now. I'm like, I'm in my 20s. I'm not that old, comparatively. I'm just born Sorry about that. John! We're not okay. We're not okay. We are turning around and going the other direction. Please help me. Neog, I did see your message. I'm just trying to square the circle right now. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. But yeah, I was trying to explain to them the early 2000s internet. I had to sit down. I had to stand there at the register and try to explain to a bunch of 18-year-olds what the Chuck Norris memes were back in the day. I had to try to explain the Nicolas Cage memes of the early 2000s, which you kind of had to know. You kind of had to be there to know. But, oh, we're dead. Whee! I had to try to explain it to them. I physically couldn't. I had to show them the meme, and I had to explain the humor to them. I'm like, you had to understand, Chuck Norris was the manliest man. Like, you couldn't beat him. So, yeah, that was a fun experience. But yeah. Apparently I'm old because I remember watching Tim Tebow win the Heisman and all that stuff. Apparently I'm old. Apparently I should just get my 401k cashed in and get my AARP card. Yes, mucho boom. Mucho boom because we get bullied by Dunkirk. She had 16s, I think. Let's see. Dunkirk. Where is she? I see Richelieu, I see Léon, I see Normandy, I see Alsace, I see République. Where is Dunkirk? Man, I don't even know that. Niog, look, man, it was just a different time, alright? Just a different time. Like, maybe I should make an instructional video on explaining the Chuck Norris meme. JP, yes, okay. Niog, and all future chatters, if you're rewatching the live chat, JP put a message in chat that says, Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he shoves the planet. Chuck Norris memes, okay? There's just a lot of that. Numa. I had to explain that to them, and I wanted to die. Warships. Where is Dunkirk? Why can I not see Dunkirk? Where are you? French battleship. Strasbourg's similar class, right? I'm like 90% sure she had 16-inch guns. No, we're not talking about that on the channel. No, Neog, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. That is nope. No. We don't talk about that here, man. That was a whole ordeal when I was a kid, man. Chuck Norris sleeps with the 911 because the term scared of Chuck Norris. Oh yeah. The Chuck Norris memes were great. And some of the original meme faces were just famous actors. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, horrifying. Horrifying is not even the right word for it. But yeah, Neog, if you want to learn about Chuck Norris memes, just go look them up. They're worth a chuckle. Same thing with the old Nicolas Cage memes. Like the original troll face memes came out of my generation of the internet. Big Sax guy also came out of my generation. I should probably be concerned. Mid-Gen Z people are kind of stuck between the 90s and the 2000s kids who were raised on the iPads. Yes, we have existential crises often, and no, it is not fun. Is there a way I can see how I did today? Summary. Can I just check today or no? Personally distinguished. He apparently came to like them. The Chuck Norris memes? Oh yeah, you go follow Chuck Norris on his Instagram. He's got some videos of him just like standing out in the rain with his hat on, and he's like, "Did you guys know I can make snowmen out of rain?" Funniest crap ever. 9 warships destroyed. Most enemy warships destroyed in battle. When did I do that? 63 victories. Okay. That's 60% victory ratio. Well, I expected that to come in. New York, do you have equipment I need to buy? You do. A new hull. Don't forget Leroy Jenkins and Teddy 411. I hate to be that guy. I don't know the second one. I know Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins was also my age of the internet. But Teddy 411. Why does that sound familiar? Our Leroy Jenkins was the Scottish man screaming on Holdfast. Yeah, Leroy Jenkins is the embodiment of the one guy who just runs in screaming with no plan, which, to an extent, is just kind of the United States Marine Corps. I know a lot of Marines who'd find that joke funny, and I know a lot of other Marines who might question my sanity about saying that. My great-grandfather would probably get a chuckle out of that. What's the difference between these two? Better AA guns. Do we get the blessed 40mm Bofors guns? My beloved 40mm Bofors guns? No. I have been deceived. I'm not surprised Teddy 411 was from Shadowbane. Also don't know what that is. So, that should tell you right where I am. I'm smack dab in the middle of Gen Z frickin' search Holdfast Scottish if you don't know. Leroy Jenkins is one of those undying memes. It will never go away. Never go away. But, yeah. Our internet was a lot different. A lot of simpler times. Dragona Diste, or Numa Numa Dance. 40mm Bofors, oh, sorry, Neog 40mm Bofors and 5-inch guns won the War of the Pacific. That and napalm flamethrowers. And Chesty Puller. And Nimitz and whatever. Yeah, whatever MacArthur was doing. JP, he prank called customer support. It's out there. It's out there and worth a listen. As someone who works customer service, nothing would irritate me more than a bunch of people prank calling me. However, there are times where I would find it funny. But yeah, it's 11:30. I'm in America. Yeah, basically the Pacific War was Britain, take your Commonwealth guys, have them fight New Guinea and Malaysia and wherever else, and we're going to take the entire Marine Corps, give them flamethrowers, and say anything that moves, torch it. Here's a Sherman with a flamethrower. Here's a Stuart with a flamethrower. Here's napalm bombs for the U.S. Army Air Corps. And you guys can go handle Burma. I'm not sure which one was worse. Because Burma, you were just stuck in the jungle for 4 years. Pacific, you kind of got to travel around. Pacific War is just a mess. I've got a book on it. Island Infernos by John C. McManus, I still have to finish. Kind of looking at the battleship. I wonder if I could get a model of the USS New York. It's the same class as Texas, right? Wait, do they have the Texas in this game? Hold on a second, this is very important. United States. battleship. They better have the USS Texas in here. He called and whined that his Gillies beat him up and he wanted customer support to level up his team. Okay, that's funny. Lots of Americans hate what they did to the Japanese, while they seemingly close their eyes on what they did to China and the Philippines, etc. Horrifying. Yeah, there's a lot of memory holing. Shadow Bane was Wow's daddy. Wow. World of Warcraft, holy crap. Yeah, the thing about flamethrowers is that it's not an instant kill. So, you know, my opinion, personally, is it was just, Pacific was just a completely different ball game to anywhere else in World War II. The Pacific was its own theater. There's a reason there's always going to be a disconnect between what happened in the Pacific, selective amnesia. Yeah, if I spent 4 years in the Pacific, from 1941, if I spent 4 years in the Pacific fighting the Japanese tooth and nail every island, and I managed to make it through the entire war, I'd probably choose to forget that. I'm gonna be honest with you, because that's a whole nother ballgame. Alright? Japan was just a whole other ballgame to Germany. And I don't think people appreciate it that much. Like, I get it. Yeah, it's the same thing about veterans who it's a sort of a universal veteran thing, but I notice it a lot more with guys who served in Vietnam. Like, they might drop a hint about what they did. They never outright say it, but you can kind of tell. Neog, I'm from the Philippines, and there's a reason why there's a lot of Japanese ancestors. Yes, there is. There is. Are you watching from the Philippines? Because if so, that's cool. Time is it gotta be in the Philippines? It's gotta be like, what? 1 o'clock in the afternoon, give or take? Not even that, just freaking jungle fighting is a very, very rough experience. Yeah, you're watching for the Philippines. Hey, welcome. Yeah, World War II was a mess. But it's where autistics like me get their most enjoyment from because it's so well studied. Yeah, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, I'm glad you were able to watch the stream, that's for sure. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. It's 11:40 at night, and I'm exhausted from this week, and I still have homework to do tomorrow. Maybe I stream again tomorrow. Well, people voted for Sun's dictator, so I think we're slightly cooked. Well, stranger things have happened, my friend, Neog. Neog, stranger things have happened in the world. I can think of about a dozen off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. But you know what? Thanks, guys, for joining the stream. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. You guys joining in on the first real stream of the channel. Yeah. So hopefully, maybe we'll do another stream tomorrow. We'll see how my homework goes. Hopefully, I get it done pretty quickly. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow afternoon for a bit. Yep, sleep and feel good. That's the plan. Alright, everyone. Thanks again. Appreciate y'all watching.